Armando Christian Perez is a world-renowned performer, rapper, and singer. He has sold more than 5 million albums worldwide and scored #1 hits in 15 countries, including here in the U.S. He's been selected to sing at the opening ceremonies of this year's World Cup. That's huge. His given name is Armando, but everyone knows him as Pitbull. Why Pitbull? People think of them as such vicious dogs. Why do you do St. Bernard, Cocker Spaniel, Dachshund? Why Pitbull?
Pitbulls always fought a stereotype, which happen to be some of the sharpest and most loyal dogs out there. They don't understand the word lose. It's not a part of their vocabulary. They fight to the death, right? And they're outlawed in Miami-Dade County.
So St. Bernard wouldn't have the same effect?
No, I don't think so.
Mr. Poodle.
I don't think people are going to listen like that.
Poodle would. The Miami-born, Miami-proud Pitbull is becoming a global brand. He has sponsorship deals with companies from Dodge to Dr. Pepper. He has his own line of vodka, a cologne for men and women, and a partnership with Playboy. He approaches his career with the focus of a CEO.
And when we speak about goals, I shoot them out there every year, which I started in 2009. 2009 was freedom.
Freedom, then?
That's when I went back. 10 was invasion. 11, build empire. 12, grow wealth. 13, put the puzzle together. 14, buckle up. 15, make history. 16, disruption.
Pitbull grew up in Miami's Little Havana. The son of Cuban immigrants, he credits his mother for raising him.
My mother started listening to Anthony Robbins. So around 5th grade.
Tony Robbins.
Yeah. Sure enough, it became subliminal. Right? You start hearing it's not losing, it's learning. It's not failure, it's opportunity. It's not a problem, it's a solution.
As for his dad, well, he wasn't around much, but he too was a profound influence. I want to talk about your dad, because your dad had some issues with the law, let's say. Your dad was involved in drugs. And your dad had with you what I call a come to Jesus meeting with you. What did he say to you?
That's a good one. And one day he seen me doing something under a car. And he pulled me to the side and he said, hey, come on here.
What were you doing under the car?
I'm trying to put it right, but I'm just going to tell you what it is. I was taping pistols to the bottom of the car.
Okay.
So he said to me, ¿Cuándo tú eres mecánico? Since when are you a mechanic? I'm like, oh boy. He said, you keep doing what you want to do. It's your life. But 2 ways this is going to end up. I'm telling you right now. He said, dead or jail.
Was that a turning point for you?
It was a huge turning point.
Another turning point was the encouragement he got from a high school teacher. She had seen him rapping and watched as big crowds gathered around him.
Miss Martinez was the one that told me, are you doing this every day? You're attracting this many people a day here, and 150, 200 kids will come watch us every day, 3 times a day. And she said, if you're attracting this many kids, you got talent. It was so special to have somebody really say, hey, all I want from you is when you win an award one day, just mention my name and say thank you, because I believe in you.
We're making history together.
He thanks her in part by focusing on education. This past fall, he helped found Slam Academy, a charter school in the neighborhood where he grew up.
To be an ambassador for the school, who better than someone from Miami, born and raised, Cuban American, first generation, and then someone that can speak to these kids and say, no, I'm not here to lecture you. I'm going to talk to you and give it to you straight, because I know that's how you're going to listen to me. And you know that I know exactly what you're going through. Been there, done that.
If somebody had tried to do that to you at this age, would you have heard the message?
If there was Pitbull in front of me, absolutely.
Keep knocking it out the park, all right?
Well, I thought it was interesting that there wasn't a music bent to this school, that it's sports, leadership and management.
Because
Why?
Kids love sports.
Yeah.
You know, sports is one of the first things that teach you to believe in yourself, gives you discipline, shows you the more you practice, the harder you work, the better you get. I said, man, you know what's funny? The harder I work, the luckier I get.
Pitbull's formal education ended after high school, but on Tuesday he was given an honorary degree from Doral College, an achievement he says belongs to the women who raised him, his grandmother, his aunt, and his mom.
This paper somehow, some way justifies you guys raised me right, taught me well, and taught me how to survive and apply all those general principles, morals, manners that you guys taught me how to do. Because at the end of the day, you're talking to somebody that a woman made me a man at the end of the day. So that piece of paper was, thank you guys for all the hard work.
Maya Angelou said, who recently passed away, that success is one step towards liberation. Do you feel that?
Absolutely. She's on the money. And there's another one that she says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
The first time.
That to me is
When did you know you were a success? When was that moment?
growing up the way I grew up and looking for that escape. You always fear that somehow you might end up back there one way or another.
You feel that now?
So I always do. It's hard for me to say, yes, I'm successful. Yes, this is success. Thank God that we've reached a certain level, but I don't want to plateau by saying that, I would say.
I get that. I get that.
I think there's so much more to do.
I get it.
And we have another saying in Spanish, pasos corto, vista larga, which is short steps, long visions. You know, and that's the way I feel about everything that we got going on and success.
What's great about that is that you were so much, both of you, in the moment.
Yes. No, listen, I didn't know him. I love his music, and I've just watched him as he's evolved. But he is so smart. He's known for his very dapper style. He always dresses like that. He said that's one thing that he got from his dad. And his slogan is Dale, which means go for it, go for it. So I've been driving everybody crazy. Dale, Dale. And what was impressive about him, when he went to that school, guys, some kids came up to him, but those kids kept playing basketball. He is there so much. It's not a photo op. He is there so much that it's no big deal when they see him walking through the halls. He's very special.
No, I love that he credited his mom and his aunt and his grandma saying, a woman made me a man.
Yes. Dale.
Dale.
I like it.
All right.